Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. You okay? Hello, 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 hello. How are you? So I'm doing a live, and what does this say? Okay, keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm going to be doing live readings, so if you have a question, you can ask a question. If they start to build up, people can send a gift to skip the line, and there's paid options in the link in the bio if people want to do a more in-depth reading, or a twin flame. What are they thinking, feeling, wanting, desiring, want to say, most likely outcome. But if anybody has a question, you can ask a question. If you're just here, you can hear what comes through. I do have different decks and cards and collective messages that I can share with people. And I'm just doing the Palo Santo to protect the energy, space, create sacred space, call on the emissaries of light and everybody to keep us safe. We have the full moon energy coming in with Aries and Libra. Let me make sure nobody says anything. So yes, anybody coming in, you're welcome to ask me a question for free. And if not, you can also just listen to what comes through in the messages. And there is paid options for in-depth messages. So first off, we've got the Hermit with the Nine of Pentacles, and with the collective energy, you may be just focused on yourself right now, single, sexy, confident, independent hermit, just doing what you gotta do to maintain a regulated nervous system, to not let the world stress you out. And some of you could have a Six of Cups situation manifesting. There could have been conflict, competition, chaos, and all that type of shit. But if you've been thinking in a new way, speaking in a new way, behaving in a new way, whatever conflict, whatever karma there was, you may be finding yourself easily working with others, or a new situation coming in to work together, and it could have been a wait. But yeah, I feel like somebody could be coming in after a time of hermiting. I know there's a little glare there sometimes. After a time of hermiting, you could be getting into the chariot to go quicker. So hello, hello, hello. Anybody who's just coming in, I'm answering questions for free. And I do have paid options as well. But if you have a question or you're open to receive, you're welcome to ask anything. I usually do these on YouTube, but I've been doing them over here. So I just had the Four of Pentacles come out and the Three of Wands come out, but they both come out in reverse. So, hello, how are you? If you've been waiting on something, I feel like that wait is over. If someone's been holding back, I feel like those things are over. 8:27 on the clock. Will James and I reconcile our relationship? Will James and I reconcile? Did something flip? Nothing flipped. Will they reconcile? Well, I got the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups that I saw separated from everything. You're welcome. And the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like the sun will shine again. You are finding your value and your worth right now to reconcile with your true person. Okay, so if this is your true person, your soulmate, your divine counterpart, they do love you, and I feel like they could be, if I find that people come into these things, the collective energy that I read, all the people who ask questions, similar cards come through over and over and over, you saw me put this back, and there it is again, you know what I mean? Those things happen, okay? And I feel like the collective energies we're always kind of being impacted by them. So I do feel like the messages that were coming through earlier in this is that, yeah, you're healing, Four of Wands, coming together with somebody, and, moving quickly with the Chariot. Whatever has been leaving you out in the cold, whatever you've been separated from, look at this. The Five of Pentacles is, literally, to me, the opposite of the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is your ultimate motherfucking fulfillment. It's everything you could have ever wanted, and the Two of Cups is on the bottom of the deck again. So, yeah, if you've been having a heartbreak or whatever, this person may have came gone and out of your life, I feel like there's a judgment call being made for a valuable new start because of the new way of thinking and the new way of being. And the Wheel of Fortune is now like, here you go. You can have what you lost. I feel like there could be a lot of passion here, so maintain healthy boundaries to make sure that you collaborate together wisely and transform any old behaviors or habits that kept you from this. And again, anybody who's just coming in, you're welcome to ask a question for free. And there is paid options as well. At the link in the bio, it says like TikTok live payments. It will tell you like the different options. Like if you want a 20-minute, what does he think you're feeling, wanting, beep. If you want something just quick, there's a $5 or $10. But I am doing just one questions for free. And if you want to ask another question while you're in here too, while it's building up, I don't mind. And in between the questions coming in, I usually just kind of see what's going on collectively, because I feel like whoever gets pulled into these things, usually they know quickly if they're there for the right reason or not. If you feel like pulling a card for you, okay. I did notice you as I was pulling these out too, so, and the Two of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. I don't know how long ago you came in, but I said, like, a lot of times we get these recurring messages, and the person I just read before you got the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck twice in a row, and I also had the Judgment card in there. I feel like whatever's been blocked from us, if we've been anxious, if we've been feeling like, I don't know what to do, it's like, no, we're gonna be having, you know, like the happily ever after coming. And I'm sorry guys, I just do like the comments through the questions. This is like the third time I've done live on here, so I'm still getting used to all of it, and I get very like distracted with it all. So it's not that I don't want to like talk to you guys. I struggle with doing lives already. But for this person here, I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. Whatever's been guarded, whatever's been blocked, whatever has been like wishy-washy, the love is about to overflow in your life. The value is about to overflow in your life. You could be bringing in a valuable, loving person to your world to make a new judgment call for your Two of Cups. You're transforming, and you are valuable. You're worthy, you know? Like, maybe it took a long time for you to even see beyond the illusions that this world has, where it's like, oh, you know, like you're a piece of poop and everything da boop da boop, and you're always sinning and you're bop da beep da bop, whatever you believe that like has been programmed into you just by being on the planet and making us feel like we're missing something that everybody else has. I feel like those things are going away for Temperance and Balance. Four of Wands coming together. Whatever you've been waiting on, the new foundation's here. So trust your intuition. Don't let this balance that's here for you. Like, we have the Libra energy. The full moon is in Aries with Libra, okay? And Libra is all about balance and temperance, and like, you know, we're balancing the scales. And the Aries energy is fiery and passionate and like argumentative and just like ready to go to war. So those energies are kind of contrasting. However, and they literally are opposites on the thing, but opposites attract. Like, it also is like, well, what have you been missing out on? Because here comes that. Like, as long as we embrace our intuition and embrace the creation without the anxiety and the fear, we are strong enough to be valuable. And, you know, it may take us some time to feel that way, but we can come out of the hermit energies and feel strong and feel capable of receiving value in our world from other people that makes us happy, and from ourselves that makes us happy, that new truth. So anybody coming in, I'm doing free one questions, and there's paid options within the link in the bio, but if you want to ask a question, you're welcome to ask. I also have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups for the collective here. I know a lot of times people come in and there may be a message there for you when you come in. So the Page of Cups is like an apology, and other people, I know other readers who look at the Knight of Cups as an apology. I look at this as an apology, others look at it like this, and it stuck out in my head recently when someone said it. So I feel like some of you may have an apology coming to you, okay? You may be magnetic, charismatic, and it may just be justice for whatever has happened, whatever karmic things that have been like boop-a-da-boop, and judgment calls that were like, you've been staying in your power. You're not letting it fucking throw you off. You're keeping healthy boundaries, and you're maintaining your strength. You're not just like, oh my God, let me let you destroy my ego. So we're taking new action, we're thinking in new ways, and we're trying to overcome our anxieties and our self-sabotage that keeps us from being the magician in our world and taking the leap of faith towards, woohoo, happy time. So maintain those healthy boundaries and know that it is doing you a world of good, because you're going to get to your 10 of Cups. No more of this. Balancing that. But we have to maintain this in order to have that. Like, if we're just like an open, blah, 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 yo, you could beat me up and hate on me and do all these mean things, this is hard to get because we're not letting other people see how we need to be treated, because we're letting them treat us pretty badly. And that means we're treating us badly. So I feel like people have gotten sick of that, and now people know that they either need to apologize to you or move on from you because you don't put up with juggling. Like, you're not someone to just sit there. The wheel of fortune is like, the world is in your hands. Choose to love yourself and others will choose to love you too. Choose to put yourself first and others will start putting you first too. You know what I mean? Like, and we don't need, that doesn't even sound right. It's like, if we all just choose to put ourselves first, so we're healthy people, we will attract healthier outcomes with our circumstances. And that literally means being the bad guy sometimes. We live in a dualistic world, and it's not even being bad, it's just like changing bad behaviors. And it's like, listen, I'm sorry that before I was living in an illusion of being a people pleaser, or before I was living in the illusion that it was okay to take those little breadcrumbs from you and forgive you every time you did horrible things, and just continue to let those horrible things happen and feel horrible about it in the meantime. So no, I don't want to live there anymore. I'm making the decision to have an Ace of Pentacles. So wherever that fits in people's lives, if it resonates, again, you're welcome to ask a specific question. But with the Queen of Cups and the Judgment Call, it's like this Judgment Call is to love ourselves, and that's helping us to go forward to the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups, which are both cards of reconciliation. So, boom, this is the Tower. We just needed to be like, okay, I'm making decisions for me. And they say that anyway. It's like, how do we reach like a healthy union in our world with other people? Is like to reach that within ourselves. And that literally means to walk the talk. It's not to just like tell other people like, oh, you shouldn't put up with cheating and lying. Like, neither should you. You know, like, you know it. What would you tell your best friend? What would you tell? Like, wherever we've been feeling slighted, or wherever we've been feeling like lack, or wherever we've been feeling mad or sad or whatever, I feel like there's a judgment coming so that things can shift. Carla, is C the one? Let's find out. I have the Knight of Swords, so with the Knight of Swords, that's, and the Ace of Swords, I feel like whoever this person is, like, these are yes energies, okay? So we'll start off with that. These are yes energies, and so is this. So I have like 3 yes cards here with the fucking Wheel of Fortune, which is like destiny. So I feel like this person and you probably do have a destined purpose for each other. You are the only one that can, like, determine, though, for sure, like, if this is my one, if this is my twin flame. Don't go to a reader or a healer or anybody and be like, is this my soulmate or twin flame? Don't put your destiny in other people's hands, because we can indicate to you yes or no, but ultimately underneath all of that, you know, you're going to influence the energy. Your beliefs are going to influence the world around you. You're going to attract the cards to you that show what you're thinking about. So, you know, a lot of times we get our truth reflected to us in the cards, and we just need that reminder. But ultimately, the truth is within us. So, you know, don't ever give your power away to other people. Think in a positive, like, do you want them to be? Are they treating you the right way? Do you feel valuable in their presence? Is there something about them that's just like you can't let go of? Do you feel miserable without them? Do you keep an eye on them? Do you want to get creative in how you're going to spark things with them? Like, Ace of Pentacles is as a valuable start, but you need to be in that power, that like, yes, I'm sexy, I'm confident, I'm independent, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get my emperor by doing that, because when I do that, he'll do that if he's my twin flame. So I don't have to like dilly-dally with it, you know what I mean? I don't have to like, a lot of us get fucked up because we listen, like, if you want a divine connection, yet you're listening to like 3D advice, like, well, if he takes an hour to get back to you, you should take 2 hours to get back. That's bullshit. That's ego. That's things we don't want. That's not emperor behavior. That's not mature behavior. Somebody that's just sitting there doing nothing is not what we're wanting. So we need to have the healthy boundaries with ourselves too, to put up like standards about what we put up with and don't put up with and all of that. But I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune shows that this person and you could have a new beginning here that leads to your union, and that the Three of Cups is like this reconciling and taking a leap of faith and overcoming any illusions that have kept you from feeling strong. So if you've been juggling your value or worth, or anything in this relationship has made you feel less than or lost or confused about how they feel, I feel like that chapter is coming to an end because you found your strength. And they may have an apology for you too. That energy was coming out before and it came out again there. So yeah, if you've been juggled here, your strength was tested. You're going through a death and your rebirth, and we're no longer going to feel like we're missing out. You're welcome. And yes, anybody else in here, if you have a specific question, you are welcome to ask. There is paid options too in my link in the bio, but one questions are here. I'm just building these up at this point, like getting used to coming on here and let people know that I do this, because I do this, but I used to do it a lot on YouTube. We have 10 of Cups coming through with the Strength card again, so I feel like we really are ready to find our happy ever after, and a new valuable start. And this could be coming after a time of feeling either like I'm depressed and miserable, or I was rejected and like, whatever. Whatever has left us feeling out in the cold. I feel like people have persevered through this. They're facing their anxiety, and they're attracting true love and temperance into their reality at this time, as long as they listen to their intuition and don't stray from maintaining like single, sexy, confident, independent version of ourselves. When we start getting into this energy, we push away the 10 of Pentacles, but we're in this energy, it's one away. All we need is that Ace of Pentacles to hit the 10, which is our ultimate fulfillment. So if you're waiting for that, I feel like victory's coming, and whoever may be holding the last pentacle for you, like if your idea of 10 of Pentacles includes a particular person or a particular place, whatever's holding that, I feel like is going to be given to you. But just make sure you walk away from your anxieties and fears. So I also have a timing oracle that I created. Again, anybody coming in, if you have a set question or if you're open to receive, let me know. We have open a book, take a look. The answers you seek will come this week with 444 angelic support, divine alignment, and foundations. And I feel like, again, we're learning our lessons. We're figuring things out for the foundation, the 4 of Pentacles or the 4 of Wands, like taking ourselves, like we put down that foundation and we've been guarding it, but we're starting to realize, like, in order to get the 4 of Wands, we've got to collaborate, we've got to work with someone else. Like, we don't have everything because we live in a dualistic world, man and woman, like all these things. 414 foundation is literally divine masculine, spiritual foundations protected. 444 and 414. Okay? It's like, yep, that's what we mean. And then we have expect an upgrade within the decade. So starting today, every day for the next 10 years, you're moving towards a balanced place. Stop wasting time. Like if you've been procrastinating, you may notice that this Aries energy lights a fire under your ass. I got more done today than I think I've gotten done in like the last 6 months, literally. I can't believe how much I got done. And it was like, it just clicked all of a sudden. I was like, wait a minute. I can use that, and I can do that, and oh my God. And the thing that actually triggered that wisdom was because of me setting up the thing for this TikTok thing. I was like, wait a minute, I can do that with all the Halcyon light healing. I could do that with all the fucking Moon key, and I could do that with all the other things. What the hell? Sometimes we're lost in the days, in the confusion, but what is true, who is real is the other card I made that like is the counter to this. But it says dreams will reveal what is true and who is real. So if you've been like kind of like, I don't know what to think, we got to change the fear, release the stress, let it go, shift, and just know, like, whatever we're facing, no matter what, being like, and look at, here's the other one that I created. At the same time, the confused card, what is true, who is real, what will the time reveal? This is the other one. Dream, sleep will reveal what is true and who is real. So you may need to rest. You may need to cut yourself off. You may need to balance the mind. Again, if you've been like I was all day, it may be good for me to take a rest tonight and like sleep, and receive messages from the divine. Will marriage be happening for me in my near future? So let's see. I have, pour some more, close the door, break time. So let's see what else we got. All right, I feel like, kind of like what I was just saying to you, like a few minutes ago. I don't know if you caught that. In the playback, it takes a little while for it to save and everything, but I do put them on YouTube for these lives. But this is, I feel like the same message that was just here. If you've been experiencing like kind of sadness or darkness, depression or sadness, like just something in your life that's felt like hollow, or like I want to be married and I'm not married, right? I feel like you're on a break right now from it, but your dreams will be revealed to you. And you can manifest your dreams coming true by utilizing your dreams and like dreaming the world into being, is what the shamans call it. And look at this, as all open their heart, expect to be hit with Cupid's dart for Valentine's Day. I feel like, yeah, you could see the results by Valentine's Day if you start to manifest now and expect a rebirth, okay? Because this is the fall equinox, which is where we're at right now. And it says, when the darkness is fighting to overcome light, expect the rebirth of death into life. So whatever's been dead is going to be reborn. We have the eclipse coming up too. So this is a very potent time. Write down and tell the universe like what you want exactly, but as if you've already got it. I'm so grateful that I'm married to the man of my dreams. I'm so happy that I found the solution to my problem, whatever that is. It's so amazing to wake up here, boop, with the air coming in from whatever air would be around the dream location. You know, is it salty sea air or is it freezing cold mountain air? Like, where do you want to be? Utilize all those things, visualize all those things, affirm all those things, try to feel all those things, and dream it into being, speak it into being, and write it into being. And that's going to help you to reconcile the past and see the expansion, see the results of getting married, you know. And they say, please never stop working on yourself. But yesterday came, tomorrow will too. It's time to decide what will you do. So get very clear with the universe of what you want to do. I want to get married. Do you know to who? Do you know what kind of man you want to get? You know, like, be very clear with the universe, and you can make it fast or slow based off of perspective. But they're saying, what are you waiting for? Open the door. This is your opportunity. This energy that we're in right now, you can manifest this happening because you're coming to the end of a cycle where it hasn't been happening. But you got to shift the thoughts that have been creating the reality where it's like it's not happening yet, you know, or shift whoever or whatever is connected to it, that like maybe something you need to walk away from. Like, you keep finding tower moments by barking up the trees that don't provide marriage. You know what I mean? Maybe we gotta look at a different tree. It says awakened love. So you may need to, now I'm gonna just be honest. I wasn't even gonna say anything about this, but it says deceiving. They may be back, but honey, they whack. And then I see move on. The time is now. There's no need to wait. Go on a date. I'm just telling you what the cards say. And I feel like somebody could be gone right now, and it's bringing balance. And the more you're sitting and looking, or like whatever's, like, maybe it's just that the marriage is missing, right? Like, if they're not giving you what you want, you can try to approach logic creatively by like manifesting that they are and working on the relationship so that it can improve. But that means working on ourselves, which is that card, which was like motivated, never stop working on yourselves. But if you start counting all your blessings too, like work with gratitude. I'm so grateful that we've cleared up all of our miscommunication. I'm so grateful. You know what I mean? Wherever the thing is, because sometimes we need to move on and walk away from the beliefs that we have about people. Maybe they're not even being who we think they are, but we believe that they are because of our wounds, because of our trauma, because of our parents, because of what we saw in this world. So I feel like things need to shift in the mind. And that's when you're going to get the progression of love. That's when things are going to go better. That's when you're going to see that awakened love. The 222, the 212, awakening partnership, manifesting thoughts, progression of love. But your thoughts are manifesting right now. So if you have a tendency to, like, I've noticed in my family, like my sisters and everybody, my mother, they had a natural indication of just like always complaining about the person that they were with romantically. Like it was expected. Oh, he's such a pain in the ass. Bop, bop, boopity beep. So they all did it. I did it. We all did it. But it was like, I saw it at one point and was like, that's so fucked up. No wonder why we all hate our people, but stay with them because that's what we saw our whole lives. So sometimes we need to be like, that's not healthy. That way we can get the healthy thing. And if we love someone enough and they've met us when we're unhealthy, they're most likely unhealthy with us at that same point. But that doesn't mean they can't become healthy. gather around and raise a glass. Finally found enough time has passed. Thanksgiving celebration. So open a book and take a look to see what messages you may need to receive. And it says the answers will come this week. There's a woman on YouTube. Her name is a personal development school. And it helps people with like understanding their attachment style and who they're attracting and how to overcome all the barriers and the bullshit that people go through due to the things that they're living with. But they say stop and look around. All you want will be found. Time for a change. It won't be strange. So yeah, good things are coming. Just do some look into like attachment styles and things like that. And I feel like that's going to help to guide you to unconditional love. And the starseed codes are applauding you for if you do that. So, if anybody else has a question, you can put them in the thing. If not, I'm just kind of doing some collective energies. I also have like offers where people can pay. If anybody in the collective has been feeling confusion, within a few days you're going to know which way, but try to do some like subconscious reprogramming, some affirmations, some meditation, some just like breathe, like I'm going to center myself. I'm going to like release the stress in my shoulders. I'm going to release the stress in my jaw. I'm going to let go of all the muscles in my head. I'm just going to come back to my center. I'm going to let go of the thoughts and the people and the energies and the things that have happened to me today and yesterday and all week and all my life. And just come into the moment and be okay. And a few months away will be the big day. Is Hugo going to reconcile with me? Hugo. Hey, Hugo. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. 919 and 818. Expansion, seeing results, reconciling the past, surrendering to a new chapter, and yeah, awakening the infinite connection here. So I feel like, yeah, these feel like yes cards, okay? But again, as always, the collective energies here. If there's confusion about how to get to that reconciliation or when it's coming or all of that, know that you're at the ending, which is also a beginning of a cycle. No matter where we are, like if something's ending, something else begins, no matter what. It's just like, oh, okay, so now life goes into this place. So just know that within a few days, things are going to be okay. If you've been procrastinating or getting distracted thinking about this, try to put all your energy and your focus onto something else that can like help you, to help you to feel good. They're saying tomorrow is another day, try again another way. And then we have the years will pass and you will last with the stamina. So I feel like, yeah, they're wanting you to kind of like shift your focus right now. Like, look around, man. Just have some good time, man. Like, if you're in the right energy, you're create and inspire, you'll set your life on fire, And that will be like, oh my God, that ending came so much better. And a year from today, you will be on your way. So yeah, any fears up in there. All the message I said before this is kind of still relevant to this. And I will put the replay on YouTube. Let's see. Alan, does CJ have a crush on me? Let's see. This is not the right deck for this. Okay. I feel like he might, but I don't feel like he's somebody that's like there for the long term. He might be there for like a short time, good time and a short time, but not a long time. Because you got the Knight of Wands with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. It's like, oh. And like the other deck, it was like you're out of alignment, mission needs a reassignment. And I was like, I'm just going to not use that deck because, but these energies kind of transferred over here. And the Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest ass in the fucking deck. He's like, he might as well be riding like a turtle and just has no idea where he's going. This guy knows where he's going. He's going into your pants and then he's going home. Which makes you like, oh my God, and sad and bad. And the Two of Pentacles is like, I'm going to juggle you and you and you and you. Which gonna make you feel... And then be like, oh my God, why did he like me? Why did he choose that one? Blah, 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 blah. I was so nice to him. I did so many things to him. Like, you may want to not have him as your crush. He could slowly get himself together, but I feel like right now you're going to feel a lot of rejection and hurt that is unnecessary. So focus on filling your cup up and focus on self-love. Become magnetic and charismatic and very strong in your boundaries. and keep the upper hand in the connection. Do not let him hit it or quit it. You know what I mean? And that's how you get chosen for love and commitment in Ten of Pentacles, is with, like, not going in with a wounded heart of, like, well, I like him, so I'm just going to sleep with him so that he still likes me, because then he'll just not value you. And if you want something valuable that lasts a long time, and you work together with somebody, make sure you're the only one on the roster, and make sure that you are getting something from him. So that your ego doesn't end up like, oh, and then you got to have all these bad times and these burdens and the sadness. Start from the start with the value. Have the healthy boundaries. Don't rush anything. And if he starts playing his little fucking let him go. Don't chase. Don't worry about it. If you see someone else, don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. You're the fucking star. Your Ten of Cups will happen. Move to calmer waters. Don't, just be prepared that he may be a little bit of a Casanova. Be above it. Like, all right, this dude's going to say some stuff and try some stuff, and I'm going to keep my guard up so that I know that he's actually investing in me and not sabotaging me or just using me for something so that I can have a Ten of Cups. Boop, 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 ba-doop, a boop-a-doop, boop. So if anybody has a question, you're welcome to ask. Get the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Again, so collective people, new beginnings, headed towards your happily ever after, or maybe a time of feeling not so happily ever after. Feeling kind of rejected. Ace of Pentacles again. I just saw the Seven of Swords went flying to the ground. Whoever's been kind of lying, manipulating. Sometimes this is us doing it to ourselves. It's our beliefs and our bullshit that blocks us. It's like, I'm not worthy of true love. I'm not worthy of a good man. I'm not worthy of bop-a-da-boop. Oh, there is new messages. Alright, I got that one. Does Jared want to be with me? Does he miss me? Okay. Jared. Does Jared want to be with you or miss you? I have the Eight of Swords with the Strength card, so I feel like he may have a fear of being vulnerable. So he's trying to be strong and, like, act like he don't give a shit. But that's an illusion. He does give a shit. And what's this? Oh, yeah. So he may be trying to work on how he's going to woo you or approach you or open up about these hidden fucking heartaches and, like, missing your energies and all of that. And you may be seeing the Temperance coming up soon, as long as you align your thoughts and your energy in the right way so that he can choose to do that. But if you start getting into that, oh my God, where is he? Why is he taking so long? Does he miss me? Like, if you get too far into that, you'll mess yourself up. But I do feel like he does. I do think he could be your Two of Cups. He could be very committed and loyal to you and give an equal exchange. But again, we need to make those judgment calls that make our wish come true by maintaining all of the things that will lead us to the Ten of Pentacles. So if, like, he comes in, he's not behaving the right way, or he's kind of hurting it away, we don't let that mean that there's something wrong with us. We let that mean that he's just a stupid idiot that is missing out on a great time. That he could have his Ten of Pentacles, but he's just hiding away and pretending like he doesn't like it. So we don't need to let that bother us. We can be like, I'm really sorry that you're living your life that way, because I know what I want and I know what I'm happy in, and when you figure it out, I'll be over here. But until then, I'm still going to have a good time. I'm still going to party. I'm still going to listen to my intuition. I'm not going to let this destroy my world. I'm going to wait for the right opportunities, and I'm not going to entertain shitty opportunities just because I love you. If you take a slow-ass time to get there, don't be surprised that, like, you're not having a good time on the way there. Hurry up! And you may get an apology, but maintain the healthy magnetic vibration by knowing your value, knowing your worth, and not getting caught up in the conflict, the competition, the chaos, the bullshit, the jealousy, the, like, tit for tat, all the crap. Know that is ego, that is karmic, and is no good for you. So, and that will be actually magnetic to him. And instead of he'll know that he either comes correct or doesn't come. Literally and figuratively. Thank you. Wow, I'm blown away with how spot on this was. Thank you for the message. You are welcome. Thank you. So yeah, we're just doing some readings. If anybody has a question, you're welcome to ask. You can say open to receive. You can ask about love. You can ask about whatever you like. I'm just kind of getting used to doing this on here. I usually do it on my YouTube. I'm going live tomorrow on the Divine Essentials YouTube channel for my full moon ritual thing I do every month. And people come and tell me what their intentions are, and I add it to my magic stuff. And we do that on the Divine Essentials YouTube channel. And then on the second Thursday of every month, I go live for readings over there too. It's $2.99 a month, and you get a free reading on the second Thursday of every month. But I'm going to be doing them on here too. We have Emperor energy. So again, Aries energy is in the collective. Our full moon is the Aries energy with the Libra energy. And this is pushing the universe to deliver our Ten of Cups, or to deliver the opposing energy to whatever's been happening. So if we haven't been feeling very valuable, if we haven't been feeling very happy, if we've been feeling like a lack or a loss, or somebody or something is missing, those commitments on the higher levels are coming in quickly. And people could be coming in quickly to talk to you so that they don't lose that partnership with you, because they would like to have a start for something you've been waiting on. What do I need to know about my connection with Chris? Okay, so we've got the sun, and thank you very much for all the hearts. The sun is clarity, and the strength actually kind of connects to this too, because it's Leo energy and the sun energy. So I feel like there's a lot of Leo energy here, a lot of sun, which is like illumination and strength and all of that. So I feel like maintain your strength. The more that you illuminate things, the more that you navigate heartache, the more that you navigate fears. Like, we all have this within our love, within our lives, within our experiences. It's a dualistic world. Like, there's conflict and chaos, and there's also calm and peace. We go through all of these things. We're just looking for the right person that's going to be there with it, through it with us, and isn't going to be the cause of it, isn't going to be, the downfall of us, isn't going to make us like crazy in our subconscious, and isn't going to stand by while we do it to ourselves. We need partners that push us to become better. We need people who aren't afraid to apologize when it's right to do. We need people who are feeling empowered as the Emperor and Empress to be the loving mother and father, like, archetype in the world. It doesn't mean you spit out a bunch of kids or anything like that, but you could. And we also need people that show what commitment actually is, what stability actually is, being connected to a higher, power. The Hierophant is like the high priest. I always think of the Emperor and the Empress as like the 3D, masculine and feminine, and the high priest and the high priestess as the I am presence of the divine masculine, divine feminine, or the physical version, up there. But I feel like people, like, in your connection, you may be being pushed to get into this energy of, like, coming into more of a, like, spiritual connection with yourself, more committed to yourself, choosing yourself. I'm he, him, okay. I'm sorry. A lot of times I kind of just go with, like, what I know, and it's not personal. But, divine masculine, divine feminine energies, either way, we have them both within us. Everybody has both. So I feel like you could just be getting pushed to rise up through whatever you've gone through. If you've been the one that's been guarding and holding back, or if they've been the one that's been guarding and holding back, it's meant to make you stronger. It's meant to make you find your value and your worth. It's meant to show you what you're passionate about and who you love. So we've got all three queens, well, not all of the queens, but we've got three queens here. We've got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. The only one that we don't have is Queen of Swords. So I feel like in this connection, there may have been a lack of strength and boundaries that were needed to overcome these fears and these things that cause illusions and distractions. So your seeds that were planted may have caused towers. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel like when you get your mind right, this connection can come together because they're going to mirror that back. So when we have, like, our true people in our lives, they mirror things back to us. Not always in a, like, exact way. It's not like, oh, you look just like me. Sometimes it's a funhouse mirror. But I do feel like the more independent, confident, strong you're being, balanced within your feminine and masculine energies, making the decisions for yourself to come from a place of balance in your life, the more you're open to, like, this new leap of faith into just being emotionally happy with the Nine of Cups, being happy, and you're expressing your love to yourself ultimately and fulfilled, and you're taking leaps of faith without juggling your value and your worth. You're feeling like the King of Pentacles, who's grounded and stable and loyal and all of that. I feel like this is going to help push this person to find their value and worth and to maintain their healthy boundaries and to start thinking with their logical mind and embracing their I am presence, their intuition, so that the fortune can spin in your favor and communication can open up without all the anxiety causing karmic contracts. And so again, it would be a mirror with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. It starts up here. If you're feeling rejected, they're probably feeling rejected. If you're feeling like I'm not good enough, they probably feel like I'm not good enough. If you're afraid to communicate, they're probably afraid to communicate. It's just how it goes. We mirror each other and we get stuck because we allow our fear to outweigh our love, or we allow our fears to outweigh our desires. And when we do that, we block ourselves from, moving forward into calmer waters or towards our Four of Wands, which is, the total opposite of the Four of Cups. It's like, oh my God, I got the foundation that I planted for. All I had to do was love me and know that I could have a 10 of Cups and find the right people to give and receive with. So thank you. Doop, boop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, boop. Okay, I got that one. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I've been hearing rumors that Azul likes me. Does she? Okay, let's see. Does Azul like me? We have the World, so we're coming to the end of a cycle with something, and the Ten of Pentacles. So, I feel like this could be indicating of, Ace of Cups is like, yeah. So if you heard it through the grapevine, just know that it's most likely true. And this could be the end of a cycle of being alone and just being like, wow, I am valuable to find a partner, to find someone that is like, hey, what's up? Just don't get lost in the illusions that happens when we start relationships and stuff. Don't throw yourself into it entirely and get all codependent and crazy, because then you hurt yourself and need to heal from that. Maintain your value and worth so that they can. And value them and know that they're worth and trust them, so that you don't cause dynamics where things go wrong. So you don't end up like the wounded warrior. Like, just be committed to being committed. And if they mess it up, they mess it up. Don't let that be about you. But I think, if you just take your time and don't let like this world and the ego mess with you, things could go very, very much in a good direction. All right. So, does anybody else have a question? You're welcome to ask a 3 question. And that was the 9 of Swords again. But so again, this is usually what leaves us out. Like, oh my God, people don't like me, so I'm sad. Does Tanner want to reconcile? Let's see. I got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is single, sexy, confident, independent with the 8 of Swords on the bottom. I feel like they may just be afraid. They may I just want to be single and hermit away because somebody hurt me. Somebody did something to me. But on the other side of that, it's like this Gemini Jekyll Hyde energy where it's like, I'm afraid and I just want to be alone. But I also want to take that leap of faith and try out love. I'm nervous though. So I get spooked easily. I've been broken before, and now it's like, but you know what? We all have desires. We all want to get busy. So you may need to have healthy boundaries with this person and help them find their value with themselves and help them to realize that they can have a 10 of Cups. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be hit it and quit it. It doesn't have to be I protect myself completely by myself all the time. And you may need to get creative in this, but I do feel like, there could be a passionate new start here that moves quickly as long as you show the love and the strength of that love to overcome the guardedness that could be present here that's keeping you from reconciling. You're welcome. Any messages for me, Terry Britt? Any messages? All right. I have the Hangman, the Emperor, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Moon. So I feel like, again, we're going into the full moon right now, which is Aries, and Emperor is Aries. And the Hangman is like, oh my God, like, I never saw that before. I'm hung upside down. So whatever I was seeing, I'm seeing it completely different at this time. So whatever you've been working on, I feel like you're going to be coming out of trouble. You're like, you're starting to see your value and worth. You're starting to see that, like, you do have the power to transform anything. I feel like things are moving forward for you at this time, as long as you embrace this energy and get to work. Don't let this energy, like if you're like, don't waste it on doing nothing. Don't waste it on menial things that don't mean anything. Like I really was like, oh my God, I got so much done today. Like, I got laundry done, I got dishes done, I put orders out, I did a thing that I'd been putting off for so fucking long because I just didn't know what to do. And then it was like, oh my God, I can do that. And I did it for like all of the things. And it was like, oh my God, I did it. Oh my God. And then it was like, okay, now I'm going to do this and do that and do that and make the bed. And I put laundry away that had been sitting down there for like 3 fucking weeks. And I still went live. And I've been up since 6 motherfucking a.m. And I woke up to like, what the fuck is this type of energy? Like, what is going on? But I didn't let it bother me. I didn't let the fear take over because I know fears sabotage our success. The fears and the doubts and will keep us from our justice and our balance. So it's time to see in a new way and to trust that good things are coming. And temperance is here for you. You're welcome, Junior. So don't self-sabotage by feeling like you don't have the power or there's nobody out there. You know what I mean? Stupid little thoughts that we think. Now is not the time to be thinking them. We want to be extra mindful about what we're thinking at this time so that we can get that temperance. So if you're like, oh, everything's going bad, I'm going to have this horrible thing happen to me. It's an amped up time for that shit to happen. So no, make the judgment call to be like, no, everything's working out for me. And I'm doing what I need to do to make sure it does. I'm utilizing this energy. And if you haven't been hit by it yet, it'll hit. King of Wands is like, all right, I'm going to get it all done. Just utilize it for the best so that you can get your, best outcome. Temperance. Whatever's been lacking will be, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. King of Cups. Look at this, 9 of Swords with the Devil. Anything that's been kind of like, what the fuck? Why does this keep happening? Or why do I keep missing out on love? Or why? It's false. It's an illusion. You're the transmuter of this. Like, you are the magician. It's just making that judgment call to be like, no, I'm no longer thinking that. I'm no longer accepting that. And I'm no longer believing that. And as soon as I no longer believe that, I'm going to be the magician of that. And I'm going to be like, oh my God, all I had to do is not believe that. And everything's better. Because it literally is like an instant thing. It is hard when we're in like the mode of like, oh my God, to get ourselves out of it. But once we get out of it, it's a stark difference. Like from like, oh my God, I was so stressed out and anxious. Like, and then just like receiving this one thing like made it go away. Can we start making that thing that we're receiving not external, like start using our brain and our energy to like, okay, like, I'm going to take a moment and regulate here, and I'm not going to come from this, like, crazy place, because that doesn't help. So I really feel like love is going to come fill you up from within and help to attract it from the external, because you're finding your value and your worth and your strength to overcome these difficult fucking things that we got to go through to heal. And they're all lessons. We're just learning our lessons, all the burdens in the world. It's like, okay, here you go. Oh, wow, thank you for that one back, And sometimes we got contracts with people. It's 9/11. It's like, oh boy, but where love is, love is. So let yourself receive love. Be in your power to receive love by beginning the love within and emanating it out and knowing that you're going to attract it back from the right people when you do, because you're single, sexy, confident, independent. She attracts the 10 of Pentacles, the ultimate fulfillment. But you're the deciding factor on what is that. Because 10 of Pentacles is 1 of Pentacles away. What is it that I want that's going to make my ultimate fulfillment? And if I choose that I'm just going to be on my own, then that could be it. But if I'm like, I really want to marry so-and-so, or I really want to be with bop-a-bop, or I just want to have a husband, then I got to know that, own that, believe that I'm worthy of it, and then trust that it's coming. And it will. You'll be like, oh my goodness, everything worked out. But we got to plant the seeds and believe in the seeds. And not be like looking in the dirt every 5 seconds. Like, did it grow yet? Did it grow yet? Oh my God, what's taking so long? Like, we don't do that with our seeds. We don't want to do that with our love. We don't want to do that with our happily ever after. We can't rush a happy family, gotta take our time so that we don't plant the seeds that end here, like, oh man, I chose the wrong place, the wrong person, the wrong opportunity, and I did it because I was stressed out and I just didn't want to be alone, so I rushed into this fucking thing, and now look at me. Full of no. Something to know, Make good judgment calls from a balanced place. Take the reasonable time so you don't end up with 10 of Swords. So yes, if anybody has a question, you're welcome to ask a question. Again, I'm just kind of getting used to going live on here and doing these, showing people that I can do it. And I usually do it on YouTube. I'm going live tomorrow night on YouTube for the full moon. And I do a live over there once a month for the members of the channel. For $2.99 a month, they get a free reading. But I'm going to be doing these more often here. There's paid options too, and I do have, like, I book as well for private stuff, and have, like, options from like $5 to $20 to, you know, courses that are like $300. All types of stuff. So thank you. And if anybody's in here at this time, again, we got the 8 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles. Be mindful of what you're working on and planting at this time. Maintain healthy boundaries, because I really feel like people are going to be reconciling with the things that they want to reconcile with to celebrate their life. But it's a matter of making the right choices and not letting other people throw us off, or other ideas throw us off, or like fucking crazy beliefs that we have, or our own experience block us from the blessing of the 4 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles is like, I'm like, when we get all greedy and weird and protective of like our, like, I don't have enough, that actually keeps us there. It doesn't give us any more, because we start hoarding and getting weird and putting ourselves in the vibration of lack until we lose it all. But when we're like, it's okay, I'm just going to like do what I could do, and I'm going to give and I'm going to receive, and like, you know, like whatever the circumstance is, it's going to improve. Like everything's better. And we just got to keep doing that and showing up in that way. And trust that we will eventually get there. It takes time. Sometimes we got to work on the beliefs, because like myself, right? I was doing really good. Had 3 years in a row. The business did 100,000, and then I got sick, and literally it was like, down to nothing again. And the belief system that gets created, it's like being two totally different people. Just the way you live your life, the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling, and how you're behaving, and what you're saying to yourself, and what you're doing to yourself it's seeds that need to be planted. And it's like, I already know how to do what I need to do to get to where I was. But even in that, it's like, I don't want to do it all again. But you got to. And you can't be in that energy and expect to be here. You know, it can be a little hard on us. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate those. If you have a question, you're welcome to send in your question. I'm just doing some readings and practicing here. Get the Lovers. So again, just choosing to love ourselves after times of feeling like we're not worthy of love. And this is what actually can attract things into our world. That's like, you know, the partnership that like maybe they do love us, but because we don't, we have a hard time seeing people loving us. Like maybe the behaviors or the things that they say are coming from love, but if we're wounded, we could hear it through the wound and be like, what the fuck? And it's like, no, they didn't mean that. They're just saying like, whatever. But if you come from a different mindset and you work on it, you can see like, oh my God, they really do love me, and they want what's best for me, and they're not shunning me or hating me. It's just a matter of where we're at within, usually what tracks without. Thank you so much for the hi bears. I'm like, I have no idea what all of these things are, but I am very grateful for them. I'm again very new to doing the TikToks. I know that they are gifts, and I'm very appreciative of any gifts. But the other day I got a helmet thing like put onto my head and stuff, and it doesn't even show me on this side. I saw it in the playback, and the person who gave it to me apologized. Like, I'm so sorry, that was so much chaos. Because I was explaining to them in that live, like sometimes I get overwhelmed with all the things that goes on these screens, but I know it's a good thing, so it's like I've got to get over that. Like, not see expansion, results, seeing the infinite, awakening the infinite. Counting minutes will add the digits. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the bears. Thank you for all of these gifts. If you have a question, let me know. But 888 is there, and 818 was. And I just got it again. I just split it again and got it again. This is abundance, strength, abundance, infinite connection, seeing the results, awakening the infinite. And I do believe that that's where a lot of us are headed, especially if we've been in a time of lack or fear or just whatever, you know, not going right. Be having the delays, having like, the absence brings the balance. So that like, okay, now you've known the shit show, here comes the great time. And if we don't know exactly how to get there, we can awaken that wisdom and come into the union with that. So again, thank you for the abundance and the 888 energy and frequency. Appreciate it. We have in a month's time, you will see the light shine, illuminating. I'm like, what the hell? And it came out with the Never card. So I really feel like we're illuminating the realization that, like, the things that we felt like it's never going to happen. I'm never going to be there. I'm never going to get that. That's not going to do the blah, blah, boo. We're going to see the opposite as soon as we believe the opposite. Yeah. Decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. We got to shift the focus. This is my Divine Time Oracle that I created, and it says growth. Decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. And then the 666 card, it says shift your focus, ego pursuits, financial focus. So sometimes we let money hurt us. And I get frustrated with money because of the way that the world is with money, but I also need money to survive. So it's like me being mad at money isn't helping my situation financially, or me being like, stressed out about it will keep me from having it. Those fears of basic survival and instinct are some of the strongest ones within our root chakra that block us, that really but the time is now to move on and have fun and go out, do good things. Something sweet or something sour is coming for you within the hour, but we want to shift this, like any fears or doubts, so that we don't get the sour. Yes, so we can have the timeline shift, so we can go to wholeness and completion, and we're like, yeah, that was so much better. And again, 5 and 5 is 10. So it's like coming out of the halfway mark into the whole way mark. And it's like, because we didn't stop working on ourselves, we're going to be shocked when we stop staring at the clock. And some people could have love coming in on Valentine's Day. It's time for a change. It won't be strange. Thank you. And if anybody has a question, you're welcome to put it into the comments here. I have a year from today, you'll be on your way. And when the warm winds blow, that's when you'll know. I feel like warmth is coming in for us in a year from today. Like, you could be living on a beach, you could be living in a totally different place, but make sure that you don't collect all your eggs in one basket. Make sure that you take a break when you need to take a break. Make sure that you're living in the balance of the dualistic world that we live in. Like, we have to balance. Like, I used to, like, burn myself out all the time by, like, I'm just not going to sleep for 3 days, and then I'm going to sleep for 3 days. And it's like, I'm still getting the same amount of shit done because I'm sleeping for 3 days after I burn out for not sleeping. So why don't I just sleep every day and then, like, work and then take a break, But, like, sometimes we get that way when we're stressed out. And it's like, how are you even awake? Like, you can't be, like, you work better when you do have rest. So just take a break, man. Any day now, expect to be wowed with complacency. If you've been feeling complacent, start to shift into the, like, any day. Like, oh my God, something amazing. The one I miss is coming for a kiss. Something sweet or something sour is coming for me within the hour. I've got a new foundation. Oh my goodness. Yes, expect to be wowed. And then I got my past life oracle here. So have any of you been burned at the stake? This is my Divine Essentials past life oracle. We have old soul and India. Some of you may have had a life in India and you're a very old soul. You may have died, you could be somebody that's had many deaths. Full of depth and wisdom, not much of a childhood, lived many lives, and you could have been very old at passing in those lives. Okay, so you got an old ass soul. Islands and water, I'm going to say some of you are from Atlantis. Fear of water, or a respect or obsession of water because you died at the hands of water. So some people were in Atlantis, right? And they left and they went to places like Tibet and India and Egypt and all these other places. And they knew that this place was going to flood. So I feel like some of you may have been around for that time and you could have escaped here, but others of you did not, okay? And so, yeah, with the unknown, there's like aspects. You're adaptable, shape-shifting, mutable, changeable. You've lived many lives and you're influenced by many karmas. And the galactic war that happened way before there was ever an Atlantis, is also where your karma comes from for all of us. It's repeating on this planet over and over. It's the original war between Orion and Lyra, and you see it like depicted in places. You see it in ancient Egypt, you see it in the Sumerian tablets, you see it like across the globe and all these fucking pyramids and stuff in Göbekli Tepe or whatever the hell that place is with all the freaking serpents. It's something that's been going on for a very, very long time, and it keeps repeating. And we even have like the reptilian brain inside of our brain, like the reptilian part of it, that a lot of this is connected to. But there's a longing for home and sensing a home that doesn't exist anymore. And we're here to anchor our homes here. We're here to anchor the light here. We're here to remember and awaken our inner child and heal those old wounds. And with the ocean soul, some of us have lived a life within the sea, and we have a strong connection to the ocean and sea life. Listen to the ocean. It will talk to you. And some of you may have been in Peru as well, as like shamans, and ancient Egypt. So yeah, some of you left Atlantis and went to ancient Egypt, and you taught in the mystery schools as a high priest or a high priestess, and you have the lost wisdom within you. Your inner child knows all those unknowns too, but in this world of conditioning, a lot of us turned it off. And if you go within and meditate and find peace, you're going to access those old soul wisdoms. You're going to remember the Galactic War. My LCL Light Healing on Divine Essentials YouTube channel, there's 7 levels of it, and like there's tons of meditations and activations and teachings so that you can do that. So you can do a soul retrieval from Atlantis, do a soul retrieval from the Lyran War, do a soul retrieval, connect with your starseed energies, heal the anger, find your wealth from the other lives, marry the person you're meant to marry, find where you've traveled within this world, the ancient places that still breathe within you because you're old souls. Some of you have connected in the desert. Some of you have twin flames that you've been here before, and you're going to do it again. You may have resentment from the times that they killed you or did stupid shit, but you're healers, and you're here to heal yourself and others. So hello. Anybody who would like to ask a question, you can ask anything you want, or you can just receive. Again, just practicing doing these because I'm going to be doing these on here, and I usually do them on YouTube. But I'm just answering free questions for people tonight and letting people see how I read and see my decks. I have them on Etsy shop, and I believe there's an Etsy. Yeah, there's still a couple days left on my Etsy sale for 20% off. I have 27 different Oracle decks that I've made. I have a lot of sprays and candles and manifesting things. I have a best-selling PDF download that's like $5.55. It has all the things I use to manifest with. I have an Oracle Tarot workbook that will help you to use your tarot to heal yourself. And then we get the lovers coming through. So some of you could have a lover coming in to either offer you something, a new beginning in love, a stable commitment. They could be keeping an eye on you. They may want a 10 of cups with you. They want to commit to you, I feel. They may have made the judgment call on this to be like, I don't want to be in a painful ending anymore. I'm going to speak my truth. I don't want to live in illusion. I know where my 10 of Pentacles lies. And it's with who I love, and so I'm going to go get that final pentacle because I know that's my person, and I want to have a fucking good time before I'm dead. So, I'm going to face my fear. My fear of love is no longer outweighing my fear of just taking the action and knowing that I'm worthy of it, and knowing that they're worthy of it, and it's okay to speak the truth. We don't have to live in misery and be cold and alone and stressed out and anxious. Like, let's just get in the fucking little chariot. No more towers. We're stronger than that, so we can become empresses out of our Queen of Pentacle energy, or emperors out of our King of Pentacle energy, whoever you want to be. You be whoever you want to be. But closing the karmic contracts, no more, I'm so sad by myself, I gotta hide, I gotta protect. We're gonna have good time. Gonna have a good time. Victory, 9 of Cups, happy motherfucking ever after. 9 of Swords, yeah, so anything, again, so same messages. This is kind of what happens, especially when I don't have, like, questions coming in. It's like, same messages keep coming over. So wherever you've been anxious, wherever there's been imbalance, wherever there's been, like, bleh, things are getting better. You're going to be magnetic to your desires. You're going to be getting some passion. Things are going to be balancing out. Whatever's been going fucking slow, I feel like you're going to hear the truth about it. In any conflict, chaos, or competition, just be mindful. What you put out is what you get back. So if you don't like what you're getting back, just be more mindful of what you're putting out. And then in 927, got another 27. We started with a 27. Maintain boundaries. Don't let people keep you from maintaining peace. Don't let people dysregulate you into not finding your valuable start. You're strong enough to make the judgment call to not let people harm you. It's a choice. It really is. We can feel sad for a little bit, but up here is usually what fucks us, because we're like, why did they do that? I just don't understand. And you're never gonna. So just let it go. Just let it go, man. It's gonna keep you from this. If you stay there for too long, you probably still fucking love the person, so just let it go. If you still love somebody, let it go. But don't let it happen again. We let it go, but we don't keep doing it. That's stupid. That's like, no, we don't do that. We make the judgment call to be like, okay, I didn't like that, don't do that. Okay, we agree? Okay. If not, we say, okay, bye, and we still would choose to cut that out of our life to maintain being the empress, because if somebody can't treat us like that, then they fumbled. They lost it. So you don't have to let it be like, oh my god, something's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. Be like, no, I ain't owning this. I'm great. I'm awesome sauce. Either apologize or step off. Depending on the circumstances. You know what I mean? Somebody's constantly hurting you. Say no to that. Single, sexy, confident, independent. She's happy, maintain it. Like, look, she ain't looking at her phone waiting for someone to fucking be like, hey, what's up? I'm on my little turtle going fucking as slow as possible. That's gonna just bring you another tower when I finally do get there. No. We're gonna find the strength to say no and take action, communicate, and travel, and make sure our valuable offers are coming to us. Magnetic, charismatic, fun, not guarded, not greedy, not blocked, not bleh. Good. Valuable. You want my value? I give back. Then you give to me too. Good in balance. Nice in love. Equal opportunity. None of this. Just of this. Alright guys, so I'm getting too weird. I'm gonna go now. But thank you. In Renee. Namaste.